Well, good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the mobile weather office, actually outside the mobile weather office this morning. This morning, coming to you from Wisconsin, actually not too far from Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. So if you look at a map of Wisconsin, there's that little peninsula that sticks out to the east. That's where we are this morning. Made a lot of progress across South Dakota and Minnesota over the weekend and took in a Packers game yesterday. So let's see what's happening throughout Northern California. The weather still really nice. Temperatures stayed in the 80s over the weekend, and we'll see that again today. We have mainly clear skies over Northern California, a bit of marine layer just off the coast, and a little passing weather system up here that'll help to lower temperatures a little bit more over the next couple of days. So let me show you where we have been over the last week. Last week we were just talking about the heat. But ever since on the 8th, when we had 100 degrees, we had that drop of 100 down to 88, and then 86, 85, and over the weekend, 82 and 83. These temperatures pretty close to average for this time of year. And tomorrow, I should say today, will be about the same, but tomorrow will be a little bit cooler. We actually have some cooler days coming up. So yeah, no more heat. I think our definition of heat now is going to be if we see anything in the mid to upper 80s, which is going to be tougher and tougher to do as we go through the next couple of weeks. So let's talk about the big picture here. Let me show you the 500 millibar chart and show you what's happening this morning. Here's that little low that I talked about, getting ready to go on by. And no, that's what's happening this morning. Here's that little bit of ridge. Here's that little passing weather system to our north. And as the next system comes by on Thursday, we'll likely see some clouds and a cooler day on Thursday. But it looks as though any rain from this is going to be very limited, and maybe just to the north. There may be some showers, let's say in Lassen County, that sort of thing. But the temperatures stay cooler with this sort of a pattern as we head through the end of the week. Another passing weather system here on Friday. This looks as though it will leave us dry for the most part. However, that flow behind it could be a north flow, and I'll talk more about that here in just a minute. So we could have gusty north winds during the day on Friday. We'll get a little bit farther out into Fantasyland. This is some nice days. This is the weekend, so this is next Sunday. It's beyond that things could turn more interesting right here, and this is getting into the next Wednesday. So we're talking about the 23rd. So maybe somewhere around the 23rd or 24th, we could see some real rain and maybe some Sierra snow and that sort of thing. But being a week and a half out, that's still a little bit out there in Fantasyland. So I talked about the wind. We're not going to really see much in the way of a wind over the next couple of days. Let me just back this up to where we are right now. So today's afternoon winds at around 5 o'clock, they're going to be light onshore, light up and down the valley. So no real fire concerns right now. So that's today. And as we get into the day on Wednesday, we'll see more or less the same thing. Winds will be light and variable, maybe turning a little gusty in the afternoon in the high Sierra. It's just as we get toward the end of this is the latest as this model run goes. This is 5 o'clock on Wednesday. You start to see developing north flow here. And if I go out to, where did I put that model? Here it is. Let's take a look at the GFS and showing not only the precipitation, but also the surface isobars. Here's that onshore flow during the day on Tuesday, Wednesday. There's those passing showers going by to the north on Wednesday afternoon. No big deal. No rain for the valley or Grass Valley or Tahoe. And then after that next system goes by, maybe a couple of showers in the high Sierra, you'll note that the pressure gradient changes on Thursday night and into the day Friday. And so here are the isobars stacked up from south to north. And keep in mind the wind goes perpendicular to the isobars, so that is a north wind setup, and that could be with lower humidity a higher fire danger day. So that'd be Thursday night and into the day on Friday, and we certainly are in that time of year. That lasts into Friday night, and then on Saturday that pressure gradient weakens. And then if I go beyond that and we look ahead to that chance of rain I was looking at on the 23rd, 24th, here it is here. That looks nice. So that's on the afternoon of the 23rd, going into the 24th. And with the snow showing up in the Sierra, you'll notice that daytime highs for the valley will likely only be in the 60s. So we'll see if that happens. Like I said, that's 10 days out. We'll see whether or not that happens. In the meantime, tomorrow's still really nice. We'll keep our eye on the developing chance of north winds as we get toward the end of the week, Thursday night into the day on Friday. And then, yeah, just kind of keep your fingers crossed that maybe we'll make that next transition into what will seem like fall, getting some rain and some Sierra snow. So we'll see how that goes. For me, well, let's see. Today we are getting back to the photography thing, exploring eastern Wisconsin, going to the UP of Michigan. Going to see what it looks like for fall foliage. Fall foliage around here is looking spectacular. And with a nice looking sky around here today, it should be a fun day. So that's everything I've got for you this morning. Make it a great day. I'll talk with you later.